team because they have so many guys that can make baskets. And they did a tremendous job of making baskets in the first half, knocking that three ball down. The second half, we adjusted in how we were defending when we switched out on the guard, and it made all the difference in the world. We were over-helping in the first half, and they were just finding guys, and we were staying home a lot more, and consequently they shot 31% in the second half. But that is a team that is very capable on any given night of winning ball games.
So what you talked about the switching, was that on Holder specifically? I mean, going 4 for 5 in the first half?
Yeah, he was the one doing the most damage, but we were just too tentative, and we were playing off of him. Then when we played on him and he drove, we helped off and they found people. But like I said, we adjusted in the second half and played it slightly differently, and that was the difference for us.
Was Matisse, was he responsible for a lot of the kind of the man on and trying to contain him a little bit?
Well, we switched so much, so there were different guys on it. There were guards. He hit one, couple over guards also.
Is that as good as you've seen DeShante play?
Yeah, that's his best game so far, offensively for sure. And he was just, while we could not make baskets, he kept us in the game. We couldn't put the ball in the basket. He kept us in.
You fight through an ankle deal a little bit?
Yeah, he tweaked his ankle a little bit.
Did he have any specific play, or was that basically just play around and kind of let him create something from the top of the key?
Our offense is space the floor. We space the floor. And if they don't pick you up, we kick the ball. We practice it all the time. And in this particular instance, he was able to get there. He's so shifty with the basketball, and he was able to get all the way to the rim. And they would bring a guy up to help, but the floor was spaced. So he was able to even get by the guy that would help.
Is he one that you have to tell to attack and go, or does he just kind of feel it within the game?
No, you never have to tell him to go. And that goes for all of our guys. Again, we space the floor a lot and create opportunities for penetration.
Is Noah okay?
Pardon?
Is Noah okay?
Yeah.
Guess you guys have maybe had some more practice at it this year than you'd like, but again, playing through a game with that many foul calls just kind of seemed like it was hard for either team to really get a rhythm going or have any flow to it.
Yeah, and that played a part in the first half. But again, you got to credit Arizona State because another team couldn't have taken advantage of it. But at halftime, no one had more than 2 fouls, so it was as if we could start with a clean slate almost. And it definitely made a difference to have our guys in there. We told Marquise, when you are in the game, it makes our team so much better. He goes 7 for 7 in the game, and we're down 3, 2, and he drives to the rim from the top of the key where it seemed like we had anything. That was a big play in that game. It kept us alive. He just made some big plays for us.
Early on, did you have kind of a thing with him that if he got a foul, he was coming? I mean, it almost seemed like
that's what we do. Picks up his first one, whenever that is, comes out. He didn't foul out, did he?
No.
On their last shot in regulation, just what did you want on that play? And was that the shot that you wanted them to take? I mean, it was a step back in 3. So.
I mean, that was with 13 seconds left on the clock, before we get into the fouling thing. We thought about just going out fouling right away because there was only 30 seconds left in the game and 26 seconds on the shot clock. We thought about just fouling right away, but they probably would have fouled us right away and we're back in the same situation. So we waited and didn't quite get down enough for us to foul.
with Andrew, that 3, how big was that for his confidence? Because I know he's kind of in a mini, I guess you could say maybe a mini slump.
He missed a wide open 3 a few possessions before, and before he shot it, he said, "Coach, I'm gonna knock this one down." And we ran something for him to get wide open, and he missed it. So when he finally got that one, it was very timely too. That gave us a little space.
Have you seen anything with his shot these 3 games?
I can't remember a year that Andrew's been here that at some point in conference he hasn't gone through a little mini slump. But man, when he breaks out of that slump, he's been nails when he comes out of it. So wouldn't be a problem with me at all if he breaks out of it on Saturday. He always comes back from that and he's nails.
Have you ever been part of a game where the flow is just so choppy because of all their abuse or anything like that?
I've been it worse. Yeah, been it worse.
Do you use that as like a teaching point for the guys when you're in the huddles? Like what do you say when
No,
there's just no flow like that?
it's interesting. It actually gave us rest. Our guys were able to rest because we went a long time in that second half with that same group without substituting. And that allowed us to recover a little bit, to tell you the truth.
Did those stoppages make sense to you when they were explained?
We out-rebounded them by 8. That was good. What else you got, Chris?
Anything else, guys?
I can ask another one.
About officials or something else?
Coach, in the second half, you guys played each other pretty close all the way down there. What explains what changed when you came to overtime and you outscored them 17-5?
Well, one, the tempo, maybe they worn down a little bit, but a lot of their guys had fouled out. They didn't have anybody to go to down the stretch, so we still had virtually starters in the game that were relatively fresh. So I think that played a big part.
Is it nice to be on the other side of that equation for a change?
Yeah, definitely.